Guys, this is Dr. Callahan. You are in Probability and Statistics for Semester 1 for Week 7, Monday. So go ahead and pause the video and answer the following 3 questions. Keep in mind that this is Week 7, Monday, and your warm-up log due is Week 9, Friday. After this week, you guys will have a fall break, and then after fall break, we'll continue on with Week 8, and then that following week, which is Week 9, Friday, is when this is going to be due. So make sure you guys have 100 of the boxes completed. Make sure you are participating and also prepare for class, so that 300 points should come easily for you guys. All right, so if you're in need of some after-school tutoring, or even if you need a tutor on Zoom, for example, I do have that set up. So I'm going to screen share MS Team. So on MS Team, make sure you guys go to your Prob and Stats class. And it is this first post right here that I posted on September 25th. And it says, do you need tutoring over the weekend? This is my official office hours. I will happily assist you on Zoom. You go ahead and click on that, and then you're going to provide me with your email address and then which time best for you. Now, I can also help you over the weekend if you need assistance with something, but if none of these hours work for you, and they will change, from week to week, you can click on other and then tell me what is best for me to reach out to you. And I'll send you a link from your email on Zoom, and then I can meet you on Zoom and I can help you with whatever else it is that you need. Now, on the other hand, if you decide to go ahead and do after-school tutoring in person, on Tuesdays, Miss Michelle is another Prob and Stats teacher. She's in B15. She is willing to help you after school on Tuesdays if you need assistance as well. Now, if you need to meet with me in person, just send me an email and let me know ahead of time, because sometimes after school, actually a lot of time after school, I have meetings and I'm meeting with other teachers. So just let me know ahead of time. Okay, so looking at this part right here, these are the tutoring, so you guys are welcome to go ahead and utilize that as well. So at no point should you go, well, I don't know what to do, I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to be doing with this. If you need somebody to help you, please look at my Zoom office hours. If those hours do not work for you, like I said, click on others, so then I will reach out to you based on the time that you want, and then we'll make sure that you get everything settled, okay? All right, so last time I saw you guys, which was on week 6 Friday, whether it was in person or online, you guys went ahead and completed this worksheet right here. This is on the cards with probability. And then the other side was on coins with probability. All right, let's take a look at our focus for today. Today, we're going to go over example 3 on page 9. Before your quiz, you do have an assessment today. Then you're going to take your quiz on probability with fundamental counting principle, permutation, and combination. I also have a video right here that you should go ahead and type in and watch. And for your homework, make sure you guys review your notes on sections 11.1 to 11.5. We're going to get started with 11.6 tomorrow, so make sure you read that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So on page 9, this is a question that you might have on your quiz, so it's important that we kind of go over it together. All right, so looking at this part right here, it says a club consists of 5 men and 7 women. 3 members are selected at random to attend a conference. Find the probability that the selected group consists of 3 men. And then the second question is 1 man and 2 women. So given the fact that this is selected at random, order does not matter. And this is on page 9 of your white guided notes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at the combination formula, which is right here. N is always going to be the bigger number, R is always going to be the smaller number. So then given the fact the first question says 3 men, so your R is going to be 3. Your N is going to be the total number of guys, which is 5. So we're going to look at the probability, the number of ways selecting 3 men over the total possible outcome of the combination itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at this then. You're going to have C 5, 3 equals 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. Well, 5 minus 3 factorial is just 2 factorial. So then let's go ahead and extend this to 5, 4, 3 factorial. I'm going to stop at 3 factorial because this 3 factorial will go ahead and cancel with my numerator, but then don't forget your 2 factorial. So then this part cancels. 4 divided by 2 is a 2. 5 times 2 is a 10. So your answer is 10. There are 10 different ways. So then looking at this right here, here is the number of ways of selecting 3 men, which is going to be 10 out of 5 different guys. Now the denominator, which is right here, is a total number of possible outcomes. So with that, you will have to include the women as well with this. So then looking at this, it's going to be all of the choices. So the second part is going to be your combination, where your N is going to be 12, and you get that 12 because of the 7 women. So 5 plus 7 is 12. That's your N. And then your R is going to be the total number of men out of the 7 women, which is 5. So 12, 5. Or I'm sorry, not 5, 3. Sorry about that. It's 3, picking 3 guys. 3 guys out of the total of 12 people. So your answer here will be 12 factorial over 12 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. Well, 12 minus 3 is going to give you a 9 factorial. So when I go ahead and extend the numerator, I will have 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial. You can stop right there. On the bottom, you have 9 factorial, but then don't forget your 3, 2, 1. And let's cancel the 9 factorial top and bottom. 10 divided by 2 is going to give me a 5. 12 divided by 3 is going to give me a 4. So my answer is 4 times 11 times 5, which is going to give me 220. So now that I have 220 as the total number of possible combinations, I can now find the probability of this, because remember, your probability is always going to be in the form of a fraction with the smaller number on top divided by the bigger number. So then my probability of selecting 3 guys out of the people that are going to this conference is going to be 10 out of 220, which is going to give you 0.045 in decimal, or if you move it 2 spaces over to the right, 4.5%. So is there a very high chance that there's going to be 3 guys going out of the randomly selected people that attend a conference? Like all 3 people here are going to be going to the conference and they're all guys? No, it's only 4.5%. So it's a very, very small percentage. All right, let's take a look at B. B asks you, what is the probability? So you're going to have a fraction of 1 man and 2 women attending the conference, because 3 people get picked at random. So what if it's just 1 guy and 2 girls? So then this is your plan. First, you're going to find the guys, which is 1 guy out of 5. So I'm going to put boys. So then when that, I'm going to have 5 and 1. Second plan, you're going to look at girls. There are 7 girls. You're going to plan on picking 2 of them. And then what you're going to do with that is you're going to take the 2 and then multiply the answers together. And that's actually just going to be the numerator. So then looking at this right here, I have 5 factorial over 5 minus 1 factorial times 1 factorial. So 5 minus 1 is a 4 factorial. So you have 5, 4 factorial over 4 factorial times 1. Well, that should be a pretty easy one. 4 factorial cancels out, and you're left with just 5 as your answer. Now let's take a look at the second one right here. 7 and 2, 7 factorial over 7 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. 7 minus 2 is a 5 factorial, so you have 7 times 6 times 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial times 2 times 1. We'll cancel the 5 factorials out. 6 divided by 2 is a 3. 3 times 2 is a 21. So then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to take the 7 and the 2, or 7, I'm sorry, the 5 and the 21. So the top here is going to be 7, or excuse me, not 7, 5. 5 times 21. So you're going to multiply these two. Whoops, can't see that, Callahan. These two right here, which is right here. And then the bottom, which is going to be all choices, well, you found that in A. So you found that, and that was 220, and that's going to be in the denominator. So then 5 times 21 is going to give you 105 divided by 220. Put that in a decimal is 0.477, or if you move it 2 decimal places, 47.7%. So is it a pretty high chance of selecting 1 guy and 2 women as the 3 people to go on this conference? It's probable. I mean, it's about 50-50. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with your quiz. Before you do that, there is a class activity. It is a probability using a spinner. Now, if I see you in person, I will actually give you a spinner where you can actually spin. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So what I'm going to have you guys do is this. First, I want you guys to practice answering these 7 questions. If you think about it, up to this point, we have done, I'm going to type this up so it's a little bit easier to utilize. So let me go ahead and do a new screen so you can see this. So up to this point, when it comes to probability, we actually have a lot of different ways to find probability. So scenarios, finding probability. So we started off with, oops, I don't even know what happened there. That's weird. So we started off with, oh my gosh, go away. There we go. We started off with a dice, which are 6 faces. Then we did a deck of cards, which you have 52 cards, 13 sweets, and 26 black and 26 red cards, okay? Then after that, we did a coin, and that could be head or tail. And so the only thing we actually have not thought about, actually, we also did a bag of marbles, various colors. So the only thing we haven't talked about is spinners, okay? So that it can go to 1 to 6 or higher, and depending on what you have. Let me go back to the screen share. Okay, so with the spinner, this is what you have. With this first one, obviously, you can see you have 4 3s, 2 2s, 1 1, and then 1 4. Okay, so then based on this, answer the following 7 questions. Take a look over here. This is a different spinner, so the numbers are very different. Okay, answer the following questions. When you're done with that, I want you to try it to create your own. So generally, if you're in class with this one, I will give you a spinner, but since you're at home, you can just go ahead and make up the results. So, I mean, if I were you, I can just say, well, you know, the first spin, I got a 6. Second spin, I got a 2. 2, 6, 1, 5, 3, 4, 5. So you can just make that up. And then after that, the question here asks you, use a spinner, write down the data from the 10 spins, create 10 questions. So you're gonna be creating 10 questions. So like these are my questions right here on 1 to 14. What are your questions gonna be? And then when you're done that, provide an answer sheet to your question, which you can do anywhere on the back of your packet. And that's it. So that is your activity for your virtual day at home. All right, here is your quiz. It is 5 questions, multiple choice. And when you are done with that, you can go ahead and bring it to me in class, or what you can do is you can go ahead and submit it online. And so if you're like, I'm not sure where to do that, I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. So this is what you should see. Hopefully I'm actually sharing this. Yes, I am. Okay, so then here, what I'm gonna do is on Teams, I'm gonna go to Prop and Stats. You're gonna go to assignments. These items have already been done, so you need to make sure you are completing these ones or else you will not have the grade for, unfortunately. So then I'm gonna click on assignments and I'm just gonna type in week 7, Monday, assessment 5 multiple choice questions on, and it's gonna be on permutation and combination. So probability of probability. Okay, it's not letting me do that. Probably because the title is too long. Combination and permutation. There we go. Upload your photo of work. There we go. And I'm gonna add the resources here so that way you can see it. Let's see, upload from this device. So week 7, Monday, quiz. And so that should be uploaded right now. Done. It has me out of 10 points, 2 points apiece. I'm gonna see if I can maybe assign this to 2 other classes, which I can. Semester 1. 2 classes. Okay, perfect. Hopefully that's gonna work. And assign. All right. And actually, you know what? It's not due tomorrow. Let's go back here. There's something wrong with this. Edit assignment. So you guys have exactly 1 week to get this done. So you have until next Monday. So today, well, when I see you guys tomorrow will be the 28th. So you have until the October 5th to get this done. I'm gonna be updating that. All right, so then let's try this. Prop and Stats. Assignment. There's week 7 Monday's assignment, so make sure you guys get that done. It is posted on there. If you click on your class, ta-da, there it is. Okay, you guys, well, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you next time. Take care.